Welcome back, and this video is for Honor, Destiny, and Martin! Very false reference. Today we're going to take a look at the wisecracking space avenger. No, it's not Tony Stark. He is a guardian of the galaxy. It's Raccoon. The Raccoon. Everyone thought it was going to be dumb, but later became a fan favorite. He's my favorite guardian. He's so popular. They did have him in the film. First mistake, Marvel will be like, no! You have failed. You have failed. You have failed. You have failed. Victory, honor, and mutton. Why didn't you talk, Rocket? You have the most wisecracking stuff. Oh, Rocket, why did you have it? So we're getting honored to play as Rocket Raccoon. The character I chose for free when you could pre-order it and get a free character. They were like, so what character do you want? And I was like, Rocket! I like Rocket Raccoon, he's amazing. So let's get on to the lore about him in MCU. He is a guardian of the galaxy, bitch. He really is. And this time, instead of being an alien raccoon, he is a bioengineered raccoon, so I end up having to pay a lot of debt. I'd be like, they're gonna make him a raccoon-looking alien, but he's a bioengineered raccoon. So he's in it for selfish reasons. He's into the whole thing for money. Surprise, surprise! The raccoon is only in it for the money. Doesn't that sound like every story with a raccoon? Raccoons are thieves. You learn the hard way, kid. Wow, this attack's OP. I can take down anyone. Anywho, so Rocket is joined by his friend Groot. And what do? They go around looking for money. They pillage, they plunder, and bring up Mihaja's Yoho. Rocket does not like being called a vermin. That's very important because he gets in a fight with Drax about it. But he doesn't really care for the universe. Like, when he finds out the Infinity Stone, he just wants to sell it. Because he's really concerned about the Nova Corps officers taking him in, instead of the galaxy. But of course, he ends up helping the Nova Corps fight the Dark Aster. So yeah, lots of reason to trust him. Rocket is also one of my only characters that I have up to level 20. Besides that, Star-Lord. But anywho, I will stop annoying all of you. Continue on with the great adventures of Rocket Raccoon. He joined the Guardians of the Galaxy, one of the first members, and he knew about the Infinity Stone. He actually talked down to the Collector about using Groot as a chair. But Rocket doesn't like to be called Varmint because he thinks he's a far more average intelligent. And he's voiced by Bradley Cooper. It's pretty funny, especially the leg part of his leg. I need that guy's leg. Here's the leg. Oh, I didn't really need that. I just wanted to see what he looked like just hopping around. That was probably the funniest part. I laughed. Almost everyone laughed in that film. But anywho, we will continue on with Rocket's story in Guardians of the Galaxy. He assists the Nova Corps and is devastated when they all die. And he is part of the reason that Groot is dead! No. Yes it is. He flew his attack his ship through the Dark Aster, made it explode to attack run, and the ship went downhill. And so then he found Groot, fireballed them all up, and they're like, why? Why are you doing this? We are Groot. It's not harming me, cry. But anyway, let's move on to Rocket more, as he joins forces with the Guardians to accept themselves as one to defeat Ronan the Accuser. The final battle was won by the Guardians of the Galaxy, and Rocket became a main stable character for years to come. But also, he has the first plotted Groot ever. This promises Groot's return for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Now we're talking a bit about his future in the MCU film, so bear with me. I'm trying to decide a future path for this character that doesn't really exist yet. Like Kevin Feige has a lot planned. He has movies planned up to 2032. Tell me I'm wrong, Kevin. I hope there's second Ant-Man, because Ant-Man is a good superhero. But we need Henry Pym as Ant-Man! Not Scott Lang. Scott Lang doesn't do it for me. So, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, of course, it's probably going to be a main stable character, but I want to believe that Rocket's going to die. I think it would be a great story element. It would be very sad to see the character finally die, because Groot didn't die in the Marvel films. Groot didn't die. It would be actually more dramatizing, because James Gunn did say the story is more sad, but of course it's going to be about Star-Lord's father, unless there's a Guardians of the Galaxy to do this.
It's always a pleasure to see you.
Oh, Iron Patriot. It's Green Goblin! Well, let's move on to the exciting part of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Who's gonna be the villain? I want a Nihilus as a villain. We can't get Silver Surfer or anyone good like that. So we need a Nihilus. A Nihilus would make a great villain. We won't have Galactus, but a Nihilus would work. Oh, but Jason Sparax is gonna be in it. I don't know if Jason Sparax will play good, or role as a hero, as a villain, or just some guy saying, "Hey, I'm gonna screw you up." I wouldn't trust Jason Sparax. And plus this, Rocket is a double crosser. He has it in the comics, but I'm pretty impressed that it is a symbiote planet. Rocket has become a host of the symbiote before, even Groot. Why won't my guns load? That's more like it. Die! I like it when things bleed. But Rocket has very much a staple in the MCU, and everyone loves Rocket. And one person who doesn't like Rocket and Groot, it's really hard, but Bradley Cooper does voice Rocket. I don't know if Bradley Cooper will come back for the sequel. Only cast member we know that's returning is Chris Pratt and Zoe Saldana. No news about Bradley Cooper. But Michael Rooker is coming. I can confirm that for sure because I went to Comic-Con and one guy was like, "Is John D coming back?" And they were like, "Oh yeah." He was like, "Hell yeah." So Yondu's gonna play some role. Next detail about Rocket Raccoon. Do you know he's actually an alien who lived on planet? Originally, he was not a bioengineered raccoon. He was, in fact, a raccoon that lived on his own planet. But since people weren't gonna like that, they were like, bioengineered raccoon. Or for you, or for me. He's not the only animal member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's mostly him and Cosmo. Cosmo was seen in Guardians of the Galaxy. Whether or not people like to accept it, not even my dad likes to accept it. Whenever we watch that scene, like, he's like, "Wow, I can't believe they got that, the dog the Russians sent to space." I'm like, "Dad, that's Cosmo." And he's like, "No, it's not." I'm like, "Cosmo is that space dog." "Oh, don't you read a single comic?" He's like, "No." Why? I expect so much from you. I felt really sad when Guardians of the Galaxy was... I was looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy again because it had so much to do with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and everyone laughed at it. That was the saddest part. They were like, "This is a joke to Marvel. It's gonna be Marvel's first screw-up." It's gonna be the worst film. Really, their first screw-up hasn't came out yet. Iron Man 3 is their screw-up. It's not even canon! Iron Man 3 isn't even remotely good. Iron Man 3 does not work, but I digress. I should just let that quit. That's gonna end it for Rocket Raccoon. I hope you learned somewhat about his role in the MCU. He's a Guardian of the Galaxy. I just summarized the first film. Oh, wow. I don't know what I'm really gonna do because I have the rest of the Guardian characters covered. And one of them, I hope, will be longer to talk about because there's gonna be more about this character gonna be revealed. But it's not gonna be the next one. No, I'm gonna talk about a tree next. Yeah, I am Groot. I don't know if Vin Diesel's coming back. I hope Vin Diesel's coming back. He's an awesome Groot. The first time I heard Vin Diesel was coming, I think I should save this. Yeah, I'll save it for Groot. What I thought Vin Diesel's role was gonna be. I didn't know he was... I heard he was in the film. I didn't know if he was Groot or someone else. So, I made a judgment of what I viewed was best. Why will that never successfully load? Nick Fury, you're the reason I will not get the land speeder. It's your fault! Rocket Raccoon. Don't call him a raccoon. He doesn't know what that is. Boom, shaka-laka, boom, shaka-laka, boom, shaka-laka, boom, baby, boom. See you now, bitches! I like how his pictures are just going like out of control. Oh yeah, you can fight Groot, which is awesome. Yeah, he doesn't know what... He knows what a... He's not a raccoon. That's I completed. I'm happy about that. But the next part, we are going to take a look at